Hey people, I'm Mike Brown from LendEDU. Today, we're talking about how to get student loans with no credit check. If you need no credit check student loans, your best bet is to borrow from the federal government. Through the Direct Loan Program, the United States Department of Education offers two types of federal student loans that do not require a credit check for eligible undergraduate and graduate students. These loans are subsidized direct loans. These are available to undergraduates with demonstrated financial need regardless of proof of income or credit score. Interest is subsidized for students while they're still in school during the repayment grace period and if loans are put into deferment after graduation. Unsubsidized direct loans. These are available both to undergraduate and graduate or professional students. Income and credit score do not matter, and neither does financial need for this type of loan. Interest is not subsidized though, and continues to accrue while in school. In order to apply for these federal student loans, you'll need to fill out the FAFSA, or Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This not only determines your eligibility for these direct loans, but also makes you eligible for other forms of federal financial aid, like scholarships and grants, which are the best ways to finance a college education since they don't need to be repaid, aka free money. The FAFSA can be completed online at fafsa.gov. As a college student with limited to no credit history, it is recommended that you borrow the maximum amount of federal direct loans necessary to cover the cost of education. Remember though, never borrow more than you need to pay for college. After considering your federal student loan options, the next places to check would be with both your state and your school. See if your state has its own student loan or financial aid program that you could utilize without having your credit checked. And your school's financial aid office is another great source of information to look for additional financial aid options that don't require a credit check. Many schools actually offer their own individual financial aid packages based on academic merit or financial need. And LendEDU actually put together a study that recognized which schools provide the most financial aid for students. I left a link for that in the description, so take a look if you want to dive into the data. Now, if you've considered your federal, state, and school financial aid options and still need more money to pay for college, your last step would be to check for student loan options in the private market. For the most part, private student loans come with higher interest rates, fewer protections, and private student loan lenders almost always require a credit check because they are running a business and they want to make sure that you can meet your obligations for repayment. However, there are private student loan lenders out there that provide loans to those with bad credit or no credit. Please note that LendEDU receives compensation from these companies at the time of this video recording, so be sure to conduct your own independent research before going any further. These lenders use unique criteria like academic achievements and your projected future earnings based on your degree. They usually don't require a cosigner either. Depending on the lender, interest rates can range from around 7% to around 15%, while loan amounts can be as small as $1,000 or as high as $20,000. They also will usually offer deferred repayment and a grace period, while repayment terms can be as short as 5 years or as long as 15 years. So in review, there are definitely no credit student loan options out there for you, starting with federal direct loans, which don't require a credit check. Complete the FAFSA to determine your federal direct loan offer, in addition to finding out other financial aid you might be awarded, like scholarships and grants. From there, look into school and state financial aid offerings. And if you still have gaps left to be filled after that, turn to the private market, specifically by looking at lenders that don't require good credit. And if you do have a cosigner, then there are plenty of other private student loan options out there for you. And if that cosigner is your parent, then it wouldn't hurt to look into Parent Plus loans. Ultimately, just don't worry about your lack of credit. By knowing your no credit student loan options, you'll figure out your college financing plan. Thank you for watching. Seriously, thank you. And if you have any questions about no credit student loans, just drop a comment. I'll get back to you. I got nothing better to do. And if you want to find out more about no credit student loans or just student loans in general, I left plenty of links in the description, so check that out. And finally, last but not least, you know what I'm gonna say. Hit that LendEDU button to subscribe to the LendEDU YouTube channel. Just do it. It's gonna take you 1 second and you're gonna stay up to date on all of our personal finance content. I'm Mike Brown from LendEDU. Peace.